Oh wait, this is me. Okay. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Hey everyone. What's that?
I forgot what to say.
We just did this.
Hey. Oh, no.
Hey.
Hey.
That's too funny.
Okay, ready.
3, 2, 1. Hey everyone. Welcome to another episode of the Radium Girls. I'm Sarah.
And I'm Valerie.
Today we're bringing you a heartbreaking story about one American boxer whose life changed forever in an instant.
Yeah.
So without further ado, let's get into today's story.
All right. Prichard Colon is an American boxer born on September 19th, 1992 in Maitland, Florida, U.S. to Neves and Richard Colon. Richard and Neves knew Prichard, their second of 3 children, always wanted to box. He was training in the garage with Prichard, who had boxed under Felix Trinidad Sr. by the time he was 8. When he was in 5th grade, he wrote an acrostic and each letter spelled out everything he aspired to accomplish. They were all about boxing. He traveled to youth tournaments and won them. One time, when they were returning from an event in Kansas City, Missouri, a 10-year-old Prichard told his father he wanted to represent Puerto Rico in the Olympics, even though he was born in Maitland, Florida. He always said he wanted to be a boxer, make a name for himself as a boxer, Neves said. But he wasn't going to have a long boxing career, he was thinking. Make a name, win some championships, and become a boxing promoter. At age 10, Prichard moved to Puerto Rico with his father and sister Natalie for high school when his parents divorced. Once there, his boxing appetite intensified. He attended the only sports-focused public high school in Puerto Rico, an hour away from home in Orocovis, I'm guessing.
Sure.
A mountainous town in the middle of the island. Richard trained him on the weekends, and Prichard became a 5-time amateur Puerto Rican champion. Okay. He started his amateur boxing career in the country, where he gained the nickname Digit because of his physique and 6 feet height. He went on to win 5 national championships and other glorious wins, like the 2010 Pan American Youth Championship. Prichard took part in the 2012 Summer Olympics in London, but lost in the 3rd round. After the Summer Olympics, Prichard decided to start his professional career at 20. That's crazy. It's the Olympics.
Yeah, that is crazy.
That's a big accomplishment.
Huge. Prichard made his professional debut on February 23rd, 2013, fighting against Xavier LaSalle at the Cosme Batista Salamo Coliseum in Canata. Damn it. In Catano, Puerto Rico. And he impressed the crowd by knocking his opponent out on the first round.
Woo!
Yeah. He pranced around boxing rings and danced salsa to celebrate victories. He seamlessly bounced between English and Spanish and smiled a gleaming, pearly white smile. He was, surely in his and so many others' mind, the next great Puerto Rican world champion. Prichard didn't stop there and continued to make significant headway in the popular sport. The professional boxer fought 7 times in 2013 and 2014. One of his most notable fights was on September 9, 2015, where he fought against Rico Coliseum. He also triumphed in his 15 following clashes, including one against former WBA World Light Welterweight champion Vivian Harris, an astonishing knockout in the 4th round at the Rico Coliseum in Toronto, Canada. His mind was set on the world title shot, but destiny had opposing plans for his life. Prichard's last fight was on October 17, 2015, against Terrell Williams. The fight happened at the Eagle Bank Arena in Fairfax, Virginia. Just as the outcome was unexpected, so was the fight, as it wasn't part of the schedule. Instead, it was organized after Andre Dirrell stepped out from his fight with Blake Caparello. Prichard's fight with Terrell Williams came 3 years after turning pro. He had started becoming one of the most popular sports personalities because of his tremendous progress. They fought for 9 rounds, and Prichard appeared dominant during the first 5 rounds.
During the boxing match, Williams punched Colon in the back of his head, which is an illegal move. Prichard told the referee about it, and the referee carelessly replied, "You take care of it." On the 7th round, after being hit illegally multiple times, Prichard went down for the first time in his professional career, to the astonishment of the crowd and the fans watching at home, after another illegal blow to his nape. The referee, Joe Cooper, deducted 2 points to Williams in that round. Colon expressed his worries to the ringside doctor, saying that he felt dizzy but could still go on. The match was allowed to continue. The 9th round was the breaking point of not just Colon's boxing career, but his whole life. He was knocked down twice. He managed to keep on the fight, but his corner removed his gloves in a misunderstanding, thinking the round was over, but it was not. He was immediately disqualified. The mistake might have saved his life. "Once I took the gloves off, I started noticing that something was not right," Richard Colon said. "But while he was fighting, if we all noticed he wasn't okay, then we would have stopped the fight. But I thought he was tired at one point. I thought I didn't get him a good trainer."
Oh, that's his dad saying this.
Yeah.
My bad.
It's Richard.
Yeah. that threw me. I thought it said Prichard.
Neves was waiting for Prichard at the end of the stairs as he walked out of the ring. She asked him in Spanish how he was feeling. "Mommy, I'm dizzy," Colon replied. "I can't see."
Oh, man.
Prichard was taken to his dressing room with his arms slumped over his mother, but there the collapse started. Colon tried sitting in a chair and slipped to the floor. He felt dizzy and lost consciousness as vomit streamed from his nose and mouth, everyone in the room screaming, asking him to stay awake while the vomit was wiped off his face.
Yeah. An ambulance took him to the Innova Fairfax Hospital, where he underwent surgery to reduce the brain swelling and drain the blood, but finally slipped into a coma for more than 7 months. That's 221 days. Golly. All because he suffered brain damage from the blows he received during the fight. He remains in a vegetative state, the result of a 1.5 centimeter brain bleed that gushed in the left side of his head. He was treated at Innova Fairfax Hospital in Virginia, but was transferred to Shepherd Center in Atlanta, Georgia. Prichard's parents filed a lawsuit in D.C. Supreme Court seeking damages in excess of $50 million against the fight's ringside physician for incompetence and co-promoters for negligence. According to them, the money would help the parents, now divorced, to secure the professional care Prichard requires. However, they are worried that their son will never return to his original state. If you look at Prichard before and after, you wouldn't believe he was the boxer that knocked people out and dominated the ring. Fortunately, things have slightly improved since he was first diagnosed with the brain bleed and after his 221-day coma. The boxer continued to receive occupational therapy at Brooks Rehabilitation in Orange Park, Florida. The swelling in his brain required a left hemisphere craniotomy. This procedure involves the removal of a part of his skull to enable the brain to expand and heal. His mother is now his full-time caregiver. She was informed that she wouldn't expect her son to improve beyond an unresponsive wakefulness state, referred to as a vegetative state. Nevertheless, Prichard's mother continues to upload videos of his progress on YouTube.
Every doctor who has seen Prichard has told them not to expect a recovery, but Richard and Neves still hold out hope. They take solace in his recent improvements. He's been receptive to commands since his doctor increased his morphine intake in April. He seems more relaxed. Neves and Richard have the basics down. They learn how to use a suction machine to stop his coughing episodes and can rattle off his medicine intake. 7 pills when he wakes up at 8 a.m. and another at noon, 3 at 4 p.m. and 6 at 8 p.m.
Damn.
It's a lot.
Mm-hmm.
They know when he needs extra pain medication and that he needs to be turned every 3 hours to avoid ulcers. But there's only so much 2 people without medical degrees and the proper equipment can offer a person in Prichard's state. "I'm so desperate to get him to a place where they can work with him daily," Richard said. "Where today they work with speech therapy, and then tomorrow they work with throat therapy, and then the next day occupational therapy. He needs professional help. In the meantime, they'll wake up every day to care for their son. Their hearts will skip with every slight improvement. at any possible sign that the boy with the smile and hopes and dreams is in there. Prichard, do you love me? Neves asks. Her face inches from her son's. Close your eyes if you love me. Prichard, staring at his mother, closes them. Neves says, I love you too. I love you too. Currently, Prichard lives his days between his family's daily support and the therapy he receives in Florida. Thanks to that, he is able to now communicate himself with his eyes, move his hands, and even stand with a little assistance. He can now maintain his balance while sitting without support for more than 5 minutes. So that's the story of Prichard. Like, that's so freaking sad.
That is so sad. Like, I don't know. I feel like the other boxer was kind of in the wrong. Like, he knows that's an illegal move, so why did he keep doing it?
Yeah, like, I just don't. I wonder if there's, like, anything in the rules about doing something illegal that, like, leads to someone's, like, near death. Because, like, I don't think he got any jail time or anything. I think he was suspended for a little while. But I don't think, like, he got any... Because what he was doing was illegal, and he kept doing it. Yeah,
like, consistent illegal...
Yeah.
Well, the refs, number one, suck.
Yeah.
Like, I would definitely have gone after the organization, like, for not... Catching that ref was not doing his job, for one.
Yeah, because they said, too, like, the ref's job is to protect the fighter, not... to make sure you get your money's worth of a fight.
Right. Assholes.
Yeah, so... I don't know, it's so sad.
Yeah, I have no idea if there's anything, like...
So dangerous. Like, I don't know how people could just, like, hit people. Like, it's so dangerous. And, like, his parents are there, you know? And if they would have known, like, they would have definitely did something. I would. Like, imagine being a mom just standing there watching that.
I can't, like...
Like,
I don't know.
If you would have known something was wrong, like, I feel like you would have probably ran up there or something.
I would have done everything in my power to stop it. Absolutely.
So, like, thank goodness he did take off his gloves accidentally.
Or I thought somebody else took it off accidentally.
I think his corner people took them off.
But that's still, like, yeah. Good thing that they did do that.
I don't know what would have happened if he would have stayed in the ring.
This talks to him after...
Oh, play it.
The other fighter.
We'll see if it's Terrell or... Terrell.
16 and 0 with 14, 15. I'm sorry, 16 and 0 with 15 knockouts, or 15 and 0 with 13 knockouts. I'm sorry, 15 and 0 with 13 knockouts. We live in Fairfax, Virginia, in the Eagle Bank Arena. We just defeated, what's his guy's name? Yeah, Prichard Cologne. Talk to me about the fight. It was a wild week. I felt like I dictated the pace of the fight. He landed some good shots. I landed some good shots. He wasn't going to tear me from my dream and my destiny, man. I can keep on working. Yeah, it was a rough and tough, wild fight. You know, he was saying he got hit behind the head and falling down and whatnot. I mean, remember, did you win by TKO or was it DQ? It robbed me from my TKO, but a win is a win. I can't complain. Right.
Wow.
What's next week?
What?
They just were talking about it, and he basically said that they robbed him of his TKO.
Who robbed him?
The like refs and stuff like that.
Oh my god. That was not a TKO.
I don't want to watch any more of him. Like, no.
I know, yeah, that's why I barely mentioned him. But like you can see him holding his head all these times. It's so sad. Like, you keep hitting him in the back of the head enough to where you create a brain bleed. That's insane.
I don't like it. I don't like those full contact sports like this.
I don't either. Like, it's so dangerous.
Yeah. I don't do football. I like to watch it or whatever, but would I encourage my kiddo to play? No. Man. Boxing? No. Like,
Like, sometimes I'll watch UFC if people have it on, but I'm like, how do y'all do that? Like, even them, they're doing it without gloves.
I can deal with UFC more than I can boxing because it is the mixed martial arts, like the MMA fighting.
That's great.
that's not as much boxing. It's more wrestling type of
I know. Yeah.
I can handle that a lot more than I can boxing, but I don't like boxing. I just cannot sit there and watch people punch other people in the head like that.
I know.
And like when their ears swell up.
The cauliflower ears. Oh, it's insane. And it just happened so instantly. So sad, but I'm glad he's making some progress. That's so sad.
It is. It is. I can't find anything on YouTube like recent, like said his mom updates or whatever.
I think she has a YouTube.
She does, and the last time she uploaded was a year ago. I just had it up.
If I say, I think I watched him before. I don't know, but like, I think I found out about him from Reddit some years ago. Because it's been a while.
Yeah. I think it's crazy also just how much that like changed his face.
Yeah. I think
like he looks different.
Yeah, I think I read because of the left side brain bleed or something like that. But I'm like, that's crazy how he does just look like so different.
Oh, that's so sad.
It is sad. Because because he understands and can communicate. I'm like, ugh, to be stuck like that. Ooh, I don't know.
That's so sad.
That is.
Well, let us know if you've ever heard of today's story. If you've ever heard of Prichard Kelowna, I'm sorry. Let us know your thoughts. And if you feel like Terrell Williams, and I do apologize if I said his name incorrectly because I may have. I don't know what my brain's doing tonight. I'm struggling. But do you feel like he got off too easily? Like, should there have been more repercussions on Terrell Williams' part?
I think I did read that he eventually went back for like a year or two and then just like disappeared.
He got Dextered.
Possibly.
I've been binge watching Dexter, y'all. So I'm surprised I haven't done any other references besides now. Like,
oh yeah, he wasn't even supposed to fight him in the first place. Like,
yeah,
that really sucks.
Yeah. Wrong place, wrong time,
man,
kind of situation.
Yeah.
Just terrible. I feel like, I don't know. The whole thing is just so fucked up.
It is. I just definitely feel like something should have happened to him for repeatedly doing illegal stuff. It's on camera. You can't deny it. It's on camera.
Right.
We got some crystal clear pictures.
And it's pretty obvious, like, you were doing something wrong because look at the state that he's in.
Yeah, and he kept getting points deducted too, so, like, they knew. But then they still didn't do anything about it. I mean, they deducted points, but they should have disqualified him. Especially after that many times. He basically took someone's life.
Yeah, I mean, he did. He took his career, his hobby, everything. Like, everything. Just his cognitive state.
Like, I hope I can at least, like, help with money-wise or something. Donate some money, something to help him. Because that's a lot of money for the rest of his life.
Yeah, he's going to need care for the rest of his life.
Yeah. And that's rough.
That's so sad.
It is. I tried to look if they had like a GoFundMe and stuff. I didn't see anything. They did say that there was people, after that video blew up, there was people fake doing GoFundMes.
For real? Wow.
It's fucked up.
That is fucked up. Thank y'all for watching. We are on social media platforms, Facebook, we're on Instagram. Make sure you follow us, the Random Girls Podcast. If you have any ideas that you would like for us to do, you can send us a message through one of those apps, or you can send us an email, because we are old, we email, and, some other people might email too. You might be working, like, you might be at work where you have Outlook, and you think of a topic, and, you just send it.
There you go.
You can find us everywhere, all of your favorite podcast sites. And if we're not on your favorite podcast site, please let us know, and we will be sure to get on your favorite podcast site. I know I said it like 5 times. I'm sorry. But yeah, we do appreciate everyone who continues to support our channel, our podcast, and yeah, we'll be here next week to bring you another story. I don't remember what we got on the docket for you, but I'm sure it's going to be a good one.
Yep.
So, thank you guys for listening, and as always, stay curious.